Hello guys, welcome to NumTech channel. My name is Nehemiah, and today we are going to discuss NumPy array copy versus the view, and this is lesson 6. But then before we start, if it's your first time to get into this channel, please consider subscribing, like and share the video to your friends, and to the returning subscribers, asante sana. So guys, the main difference between the copy and the view of an array is that the copy is a new array and the view is just a view of the original array. Now the copy owns the data, and the changes made to the copy will not affect the original array, and any changes made to the original array will also not affect the copy. Now the view does not own the data, and the changes made to the view will affect the original array, and also the changes made to the original array will also affect the view. And so guys, let's begin here with the copy, and we are going to make here a copy of the original array, and we are going to make some changes to the original array, and then we are going to display both, and you'll see that the changes made to the original will not affect the array, the values in the copy array. So first of all, let's import NumPy as an alias. We import NumPy with the import keyword, and then the module itself is NumPy. And then we are importing it as an alias, so we use as keyword to import it as an np alias. Now in this this second line of code, I'm going to create here an object with the variable a, then I'm going to assign it to this method. So np dot array method with the rounded bracket here. Then here I'm going to create a list 1 2 3 4 and then 5 or to infinity. And then here guys, I want us to make here a copy with the new method here. So I'm with the new object here, so I'm gonna create a copy of the original, which is a, and then I'm gonna use this copy method. And then also I'm gonna create I'm gonna make some changes to the original. Actually the original was a, and then a, and then I'm gonna make some changes. So first of all, you must include this 0 in these two square brackets, and then I'm gonna make some changes. Perhaps let me add let me say 20. Let me make some changes to the original and perhaps add 20. And so guys, to the print function, I want us to display both the original and the copy, so that we may see the changes made. So the first one is a. We are going to print the original, and then also we are going to print the copy. So the original was a, then the copy is x. So to run it, guys, remember we use the run button, and then guys, you can see that we have done we have made some changes here to this. I say that 0 is like 1, so we have made some changes to this one. Or perhaps let me try to make some changes to the last to this fifth or to the fourth item. So let me say 4, and then let me run, and then guys, you can see we have made some changes to the original, to the fourth, actually to the fifth item. I say that the indexing in NumPy begins from 0. 0 is like 1, 1 is like 2, 2 is like 3, 3 is like 4, and then 4 is like 5, 5 is like 6. So when we said 4 here, when we said 4, it automatically went to 5. And guys, you can basically see that the changes made to the original does not affect the copy. Now let's try to make some changes to the copy array. So let me say, for example, here let me return it to 0, and then let me run, and then perhaps let me say here 100. Let me change some values, and then you'll see guys, it will only affect the second array. So let me run, and then guys, you can see that it affects only the copy, but the original is retained. And so guys, in a nutshell, you now understand that the changes made to the copy does not affect the original, neither the changes made to the original does not affect the arrays in the copy. Now guys, I want us to go to the view, and remember I said that in the view, changes made in both the view and the original affects each other. So first of all, let me copy these codes. I don't want to repeat myself. Then let me paste it here. Then here I'm gonna change only the this method here and give it what view, and you are going to see that these changes made to the view will also affect the original. Let me run. You are going to see that also it affects both. You can see here it is 100, the original is 100, and then the view is also 100. So the changes made to the original affects what the changes made to the view. Now let's try to change the original here. So let me say A, and perhaps here let me change it and give it 200. Basically guys, that is now the original, and I've made some changes to the original, and you're going to see that it will also affect what the view. So to the run button, you can see that all of the arrays now affected. So in the view, changes made to the view affects the original. Also the changes made to the original affects the view. And so guys, I want us now to discuss how to check if an array owns its data. Now as I mentioned guys, the copies owns its data, while the view does not own the data, because the changes made to the original affects also the view, and the changes made to the view affects the original. So now I want us to discuss how we can check the view and the copy, which one owns the data. Now guys, every NumPy array has the attribute called base that returns none if the array owns the data. Otherwise, the base attribute refers to the original object. So what I'm gonna do guys, let me copy these 2 lines of code, and then let me go to this new cell, and then guys, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna create here 2 variables, 2 objects, the copy and the view. So I'm gonna give the copy x, and we use what this method to display we use basically guys, I use copy to display a copy method, and then also y. Let me create also another object y with this method. First of all, we must specify the original, and then this one is a view. So guys, you are going to see that the copy actually is x, and the copy guys, you'll see that it will be none, because I said that if if an array owns the data, when you use the base attribute, it will return none. Now to the print function guys, I want us to print both objects. Now let me say print x dot base, because I say that a base is an attribute that help us to understand which array owns its data. So let me copy, and then also I want us to print 2 values here, the x and the y. So if it returns none, then it owns the data, and if it does not return, and basically guys, it will mean that is a view. So what I do, let me click on the run button, and then guys, you can see that the first one, which is x, which is a copy, it owns what its data, because you can see it is none. And so guys, I want us to end this class here, and I think you have understood the difference between the copy and the view. Please consider subscribing, like, and share the video to your friends. And until next time, this is Nehemiah. Goodbye.